Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading about somebody looking in on a relationship. Like, I don't feel it's part of the couple, and realizing that the two of them are just putting on this facade, like play acting, that they're happy, and it's because they don't want anybody to know that things are actually in shambles. So, kind of an interesting situation here. So, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I think we'll start with, let's go with the signs of the times. And I also got a sense that it's because one person in particular is very concerned about what people think. The color pink may be important as well. We've got dice, number 19, chance, and then flamingo, fun, number 2. I'm very drawn to the fact that this dice requires that rearview mirror in order to be able to hang from the windshield. Hi there, Peggy. How are you? So it's also showing number 8. That could be important. It feels to me like we've got somebody doing something or really having already done something that they probably shouldn't have done. So this is either irresponsibility with the finances, and that's why things are in shambles. Could also potentially be stepping out on a marriage, a third party. But it looks like we've got something where all is not as it seems, and it's because somebody thought they could do something and they would be able to get away with it, right? Ooh, that sounds pretty awesome. All right, let's go with the Marigold Tarot. Five of Wands and Justice. So we have a resolution for an argument that has taken place. We might have had some sort of accusation. Somebody feels like with their gut that there's something wrong that hasn't been addressed. And so it's almost like somebody starts digging or somebody starts kind of like poking and prodding to see what information they can get. Hi there, Paul. How are you doing? 2 of Swords in the reverse. So I'm getting this to mean that when the actual suspicion has some element of validation, somebody confirms like a fear, basically, then it's almost like the rest of the story gets written in this person's mind. Like, you know, your partner so well, or whoever's in this relationship knows their partner so well that when they know something's off, it's like it's a pattern, right? They've already been down this road, particularly if it's financial, right? Somebody took out a loan to get something that they really wanted, and now they're defaulting on it. Something that's happened before is happening again. Page of Rings in the reverse, which is the Page of Pentacles, and the 10 of Rings, or 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this just makes me seem all the more drawn to the financial issue. 10 of Pentacles can also be some sort of symbolization for a family member. So we might be dealing with being cut off from a family standpoint. But I think more likely what we have is somebody that's done something multiple times, having a more difficult consequence because they've done this multiple times, right? Like people who have been caught doing the whole drunk while driving thing, if you have 3 instances of it, you're more likely to get like tossed in jail and like forgotten about, right? Hi there, Melanie. How are you? Hello, Redbeard. Hello, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? Temperance in the reverse. This could be creating a tower moment. So we might see the tower come out at some point because there is a lot in the air, a lot of I don't know how this is going to end. I don't know what to do about this because this is like a worse consequence than has been dealt with before, right? Seven of Cups. I called it an illusion in the title because of the moon card, but here we have the Seven of Cups, which quite literally can be talking about an illusion. Somebody wanting you to kind of like look over here, see how great this is, so that you don't see whatever's over here is totally on fire, right? Hello, Voodoo. Hello, Tiana. How we doing? Two of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse. So this to me is kind of like a low level Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Just like the concept of I can make a bad decision and not have to worry about the consequences. I've got a friend who likes to say, that's a problem for tomorrow, Kevin. That's a problem for me that I don't have to deal with quite yet, you know? I'll cross that bridge when I get there. And wow, that was a real Minnesota accent moment. I hope you guys caught that. Two of Wands in the reverse is I didn't plan well, or I knew that what I was doing was going to cause problems, but I did it anyway. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Things are coming back around. Something that a person thought they could walk away from and just like forget about, it's coming back. You can't just slingshot bullshit into the universe and expect that nothing comes back your way. It always does, right? Hi, Paula. How are you? So, even more hints towards an illusion or somebody that was trying to make it seem like everything is fine when it's not. The High Priestess in the reverse. This can be about secretive energies, right? I don't want you to know what's really going on. But then you add to that the Four of Wands in the reverse. And that, if this were in the upright, that would be about stability or somebody being able to like build and go from there, leveling up. But this is more about like a rocky foundation, not having what you need in order to be able to move forward. I don't know why I thought of this, but this is like going to the airport and realizing you forgot your ID. You're probably not going to get very far because that's just part of the process, right? So somebody was just like kind of hoping for the best, even though they didn't set themselves up for success. Wow, we have the moon again and the Seven of Wands. So the other moons that I've seen, like in the High Priestess and the Two of Swords, these have been partial moons, right? Not a full moon. And now with the moon card, aside from our first one, obviously, it's almost like these are bookends, right? Like whatever weight was displaced, now you have to return. So it's like a karmic payment being called in, you know, like you have to, this is the time for your karma to hit. Seven of Wands is about timing. Sometimes people do bad things, and because, you know, nothing of consequential value happens within, you know, the next couple of weeks, they're like, sweet, I think I'm good. And then karma actually finds the perfect moment to just like destroy everything. So, not that I'm like an advocate of people having everything destroyed, but sometimes people have this illusion of everything is going to be fine because nothing hit the fan right away, right? Well, it comes back. Hello there, Mountain Girl. I've missed you. How are you? All right. So, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. What did I say was like this with the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Rings? Yeah, the bad luck for doing something unjustifiable. Like you I think you get to a certain age and you either pick the path where you pick up on the patterns and you do adjust accordingly to like stay on the right path, or you go over here and you're just kind of like, no, man, I just was like kind of hoping something random would happen to save my ass, even though I wasn't willing to do that. This person is getting a lot of difficult karma all at once because they were pretty unstable themselves, right? Like they weren't returning the beautiful energy they received from others. They were more so hoarding it or working off of other people's energy instead of doing what they needed to do in terms of their own healing or in terms of their own work. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. It was acting a little bit difficult when I was loading the analytics for this channel. So bear with me, you guys. It might have some issues, but mountain life isn't always a good thing. I mean, I love it, but internet has been a little bit less reliable here. So, Ace of Pentacles, this is interesting. Very focused on the fact that she's hiding behind this, almost like somebody was very materialistic, very focused on how other people view them in terms of their financial success or financial wherewithal. Maybe there's a keeping up with the Joneses impact here, or somebody that felt like their value was very much so closely linked to whatever was in their bank account, right? Devil in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be tied to yesterday's reading. I'm pretty confident I had this same pair with the Egyptian tarot, where the devil was in the reverse and it followed the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Basically, it's the idea of somebody being so focused on the financial things that they let everything else in their life get like eaten up. So just not caring what bridges you burn as long as you make the most money, not caring who you offend or what responsibilities you shirk in order to get that payout or get the money or have a way to show off to people what money you have. So a very like superficial life. Eight of Cups in the reverse again. Four of Wands. So coveting or jealousy might have been an issue. There may have been some actual competition going on, say between siblings or between exes or between, I don't know, coworkers even, spouses. There was something very important about this perceived wealth, right? I have to demonstrate that I can pay for more. I can buy more. I am more baller than you, you know? It was a little bit deadly. Like, that was the most important thing. How can I win? How can I be better than you? How can I show that I succeeded more than you did? So I think at the root, we have some insecurity here. Somebody who feels like they aren't enough, so they have to have that coin, right? They have to have the best car on the block or the biggest house. Seven of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Wands. This was, it feels more so to me like it's either a spouse or a sibling that somebody was competing with. And for a few of you, this is somebody who felt like a sibling because they had been in business forever or because they had gone to the same school, been best friends, whatever it was. But we have somebody that was genuinely lucky and knew how to approach life with a good heart. And then we have somebody else that was pretty rotten, very focused on beating this other person and couldn't figure out how to harness that energy within them in a positive way. So it was like repeatedly trying to find a way to best this person that was a Queen of Wands or is a Queen of Wands, knows how to manifest what they need, is naturally gifted, admired, sought after. There could be a case of like within the context of a relationship, somebody feeling like another person like is better than them or like out of their league. So they had to compensate financially. Otherwise, I think with the sibling or friend dynamic, it would be somebody that maybe had more of a spotlight on them or was perceived to be better looking, that kind of thing. Yes, exactly. Oh, I hope you find one soon, Miss Joanna. I hope it's a surprise how much you enjoy it. So, strength in the reverse underneath the devil in the reverse is a good confirmation, but also a bad one because I saw this as I did yesterday. With the devil in the reverse, that's normally a positive thing. But because of this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I knew it was more so somebody really obsessed with something. And the strength in the reverse confirms that. This is somebody who has a weakness, something that they feel like is needing to be compensated for. So it makes them do things that they wouldn't otherwise do. So for some of you out there, there's a person in this story that's going to end up getting caught for stealing. For others of you, this is somebody who actually feels the remorse for perhaps taking from a family member that was, beloved. There's something they did that they knew they shouldn't have, and it was compounded by the fact who they were impacting, right? This wasn't taking from somebody they didn't know, so they didn't have to feel the sting of guilt. This was taking from somebody they knew, or being cruel to somebody they loved, right? So we have the Judgment card in the reverse and the Four of Pentacles. A poor decision regarding money. Everything about this suggests that we have a problem with somebody doing things they knew they shouldn't because they were greedy, because they wanted to show off how much money they have. Lame. All right, so since we're talking about money and protection, we're going to use the Dragon Oracle, see what else we have for you. Ah, yes. All right, so dark blue galactic dragon helps you listen to the voice of the universe. Your intuition is very important at this time. I want you to be dedicated to listening to that voice and not being so dependent on what other people have to say. And that includes me. I should be a confirmation for what you already know, not like a complete, like, oh, right? We've got ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. There's something better for you out there that you're meant to be doing. And that's why some of this is happening, because it helps you identify that path. Lilac Fire Dragon transmutes through the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. So that's a good sign for you, right? Yes, things have been tumultuous. Things have been difficult because somebody has been a little bit off their rocker, selfish, willing to destroy others around them. but there's protection here for the person that's dealing with this illusion. I don't know. I would say we could probably call this a trickster or a liar. We're going to go with the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? $35, the Anchor. This talks about stability. Often in a positive, like, you've got what you need, that kind of way. All right, so there's going to be some good news here for you. Whether you are, like I said, like an outside party looking into some dynamic not doing so well, or if you were tangentially, impacted by these choices that somebody made, there's something here about you being able to recreate some balance and stability after the Temperance in the Reverse card came out. So yes, things have been rocky, things have been difficult, but you are somebody that is able to create stability in difficult situations. You're going to be finding that out more and more over the next, year or 5, that when people try to create some chaos in your life, you're able to just be like, sit down. Let me fix what you broke. You can, go do your own shit. I'll fix this. All right. I think we need the Cosmic Woman, Cosmic Wisdom. I always mess this up, Miss Joanna. Help me. Because we did have Cosmic Wisdom on is it this one? No, this one. Yep. On the Dragon cards. All right. 8 of Swords. Wow, we just had that right here as well. So as you can see, it really does represent some sense of being caught up, not really being able to do what you need to do, not necessarily knowing how things are going to end. That's a big part of it as well, right? Thanks, Miss Joanna. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Interesting, because this is in the upright. This is not the same energy as the Devil in the reverse, right? We have the Queen of Wands being confirmed. This is somebody who has their shit together. So I feel like this is the person that was in, maybe they didn't even know it was a competition. Maybe you just felt like you were doing your own thing and this person was like, I have to be better than you. Wow, I like how that fell. And it's also another 8. Strength is an 8. 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands. And then here's the Queen of Swords in the reverse popping out to say, oh yeah, this person was also kind of an asshole. Queen of Swords in the reverse is not a nice person. This is somebody who literally leverages whatever intelligence they have in like their attacks against other people. So they don't use their intelligence or their gifts for good. Page of, oh, we also had 8 on the dice, by the way. Page of Wands, 9 of Cups in the reverse. You either saw something like text message, email, or heard something, and it told you that this person was being selfish. Like they tried to take something of yours, or they tried to make it difficult for you to make money. Like if it's an all-out race to see who makes the most money at the end of the year, would they have like tried to find some tax consequence for you, or some sort of like devaluation of your home, something ridiculous like that? They did something to try to make you less than them, right? Or the other person. You might be looking in on the 2 people that are competing. We have the 9 of Pentacles. All right, so we have some sort of envy over your ability or somebody's ability to be very successful on their own. Like you didn't have to marry into money. You didn't have to, inherit a bunch of money. You were just able to make some really smart decisions and figure out what was financially responsible, right? Seven of Wands. So we've had that come out from each deck. We had it in the upright over here, reverse, and then the upright. So kind of like things were done the way they were supposed to, even if they felt a little bit wonky, a little bit off, a little bit difficult, right? There's healing. Things are getting righted after they felt off. So we might see justice in the upright again. We did start with that. Dang, another 8. So to clarify, the 8 of Wands, which to me is like fast action, but it could also talk about communication. So you might get rapid communication advising you of somebody doing something like to make matters worse. What I'm envisioning is whatever Trump did. I think he got on TV and like defamed her again, but he got slapped with like owing more money to E. Jean Carroll. It's something like that. Like you do something out of turn, you do something to be petty, and then the consequences get ratcheted up. Like it's worse for you because you misbehaved or you talked back or you, whatever it was, right? You pushed the envelope a little bit further. And this 8 of Pentacles is coming across to me as, okay, so then now you have more work. Six of Swords. This greedy person, the devil in the reverse, the high priestess in the reverse, whatever you want to call this person, the liar, they were pretty confident that whatever this decision they had made, this was going to be smooth sailing for them. They were going to be able to get away from a problem or cross a finish line, really make a splash and make it clear. I'm like king of the hill. I make the most money, whatever it is, right? A whole ass clown. Exactly. All right, let's get 2 more. So we have the King of Cups and the High Priestess. There's a way to conduct yourself in difficult times, and it can be a challenge in terms of not returning some of that petty energy. But what I'm getting from this King of Cups energy, like her feet are above the waters there. And so what I kind of get from that is even though things were difficult, there was an ability to stay out of like the high water or the flooding, right? The difficulty. You were able to maybe rely on a savings account or rely on people that were willing to speak up for you, rely on perhaps even actual evidence like, no, I have proof. Here's what I had, and here's what was taken, whatever it is. There was something here that your good nature and your ability to take care of yourself helped you avoid some consequence here. Um, and with the high priestess, this is all about your wisdom, your ability to understand that there are risks, understand that there are people like this that are willing to do whatever they have to be better than you or win, whatever it is, right? And some people, they just don't know how to pick who to compete with. All right, I think we need a little bit of the Kipper. What else do we have? Wow. Just stop. Like, so your money is going to be good. 2 cards talking about unexpected money or great fortune. Like, can we get a round of applause? Or a round of I claim it? Maybe a couple more likes. Yeah, whatever was taken or whatever imbalance was created, it's going to be compensated for and then some. With the family room in the reverse, I feel like this is talking about somebody Now, this is interesting, Miss Joanna. I feel a tie to you because it's saying somebody trying to cause issues in terms of your living situation will find out that you are like a cat. You always land on your feet. You're going to end up like in an even better situation. So if you really like where you live and you have to find a new place, or you really like your car and you have to find a new car, whatever it is, something about you being like put out, it's not going to be the negative consequence that somebody thinks it is. This leads to even more abundance for you. We have the pathway and the reverse. Privileged lady. So there's something that it's like you have a compass, and if you get off, if you stray too far from that path that you're supposed to be on, you have like a little like ding, ding, ding. No, we got to go back this way. Thank you, Miss Tiana. Hello, Daywalker. How are you? And it reminds you, no, this is, this is what you want to be known for. This is your character. You're a very authentic person. You're going to get what you need, however it is. But this is probably actually like that moral compass idea, right? And this is what guarantees that whenever somebody tries to mess with you, you get yours back, right? Probably and then some. All right, I haven't used the miniature Rider Waite in a long time, so let's see what they have to say. High Priestess again. I like that. So remember that you are wise. Remember that you have strong intuition and that your thoughts can manifest what you actually have in reality. So remember, yes, people can make poor decisions. And I wanted to put this Two of Wands in the reverse on top of the Two of Wands in the reverse. Confirmation there. Yes, somebody had some lack of planning. Somebody tried to do something against you, but it's not going to be a bad situation. It's going to be for your betterment. That's something that I've noticed as a theme when you have good intentions and you try to help those around you and they try to attack you. It may take a little while, but things right themselves, and often the mud that they sling at you or the times they try to trip you up only help you to have a lovely day at the spa with like a mud mask, or maybe they trip you and you end up diving into a really beautiful pool and you get to swim. Whatever it is that they do to try to mess with you often is manipulated in a positive way for you so that it ends up being just fine, right? Like, okay, well, thank you for doing that because now I found my dream home, or I found my dream job, or I am in a really healthy relationship because I didn't waste my time on you. Something like that. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm going to leave it over here. Somebody tried to create this instability. Four of Wands in the reverse. They wanted you to feel like you didn't have a place to stay. You didn't have what you needed. You didn't have this Nine of Pentacles energy where you could take care of yourself. But it's not working out that way. Page of Wands. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Emperor in the reverse. So there's bad news for the person who is trying to control the situation, whoever was trying to make it seem like you didn't have an opportunity or things were not going well. They're now realizing that it's coming back on them. It's a little bit of a boomerang, right? Ten of Cups. So I wanted to put that over here by the Eight of Pentacles. This is, it's kind of giving me a vibe that whatever somebody envisioned as their outcome or their finish line when they were messing with you is now what you're getting, right? So if they wanted to, let's just say, get promoted to CEO and they did something to make it look like you were unqualified, that was found out and it made you look even more qualified. So now you're going to be CEO, that kind of thing. So congrats. There you are again, the Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who also pays close attention to their intuition. So don't forget to do that. That's a big part of your being able to dive, duck, dodge, or whatever the thing is, so that you can avoid whatever people try to throw at you and still be successful. That's very critical for you. Temperance in the reverse. Yes. I believe I referenced that Temperance in the reverse when these two cards came out. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Why? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So we have somebody that is getting the same energy they threw at you, right? Because we had Temperance in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have Ace of Pentacles. We have it in the upright here. There's almost like a I don't want to say that. The justice is very fitting to what happened, right? If I wish this on you, it might actually happen to me, that kind of thing. All right, so we have the Lovers. Thank you, Tia. A choice. What kind of choice? The Hierophant. So this person was trying to limit you in a number of ways and may have also been spreading information about you or trying to make it so that you couldn't have healthy friendships or romantic relationships. There's going to be like an abundance of those connections coming in for you after you had kind of a dry season where you had to cut some people off. It's like everything went dry and barren for winter, and you had to plan ahead to have enough food to get through that time, after harvest, whatever. And then you've made it through when somebody expected that you didn't. And now everything's starting to blossom again. Things are starting over in a really positive way for you. So keep the faith on that positivity in terms of things working out the way that they should. And that will help you, I think, see those blessings a little bit more expeditiously. Yes, everything happens for a reason. Good call, Paul. Right. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. Love you all. I will see you on the next reading.